What's up, you guys? Slasher Movies here, and 2015 is coming to its end, and 2016 is on the horizon and pretty fast approaching, in my opinion. So it's time to count down the top 10 most anticipated movies of 2016. Now, of course, before we begin, you guys, I have to shout out a disclaimer. I am going off of movies that are stated to be released in the U.S. in 2016. Also, it's the beginning of the year. Some of these movies might get pushed back, get slated for 2017, 2018. These things do happen throughout the year. So please note that a lot of these release dates are subject to change. Also, when I tell you guys my list, I have a pretty positive feeling that my list is going to look a lot different from your list. So please be nice and generous and understand that this is my top 10 list, not yours. But I'd love to know yours in the comment section below. So before we begin, let me shout out a few honorable mentions that didn't quite make the top 10 list. Those films are X-Men Apocalypse, Suicide Squad, Captain America Civil War, Deadpool, and The Girl on the Train. So starting the list off at number 10, I have Hail Caesar, which is a Coen Brothers film. And that alone should be the main reason why anyone would be excited to see this movie, because the Coen Brothers have such a phenomenal filmography. They have basically been knocking it out of the park. And I'm excited to see what they do next. The trailer for this movie was very impressive. It looks fun. It looks quirky. It looks beautiful. In my number 9 film, I have Disney Animation's Moana. Look, you guys, I love what Disney's been doing here recently. I was a big fan of Frozen, and I'm excited to see what they do next. I have a feeling that this movie is going to look amazing visually, and it's going to offer a lot of great new songs. In my number 8 spot, you guys, I have La La Land, which stars Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling. They are making another movie together, you guys, and it comes from the director of Whiplash, which was literally my favorite movie of 2014, you guys. So my expectations are literally through the roof with this movie. In my number 7 spot, you guys, I have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I have read the novel by Ransom Riggs, and while I'll admit I had a lot of issues with it, mainly in the pacing department, I can't deny the fact that this can make one amazing film adaptation if done right. And with director Tim Burton, I actually think that he is the perfect guy to direct this movie. He gets this type of genre, and I have a feeling that this movie is going to look amazing, and he's going to bring this story to life unlike anyone else. And the casting for this movie is pretty spot on, with Asa Butterfield, Samuel Jackson, and Eva Green playing Miss Peregrines. In my number 6 spot, I have Doctor Strange. I know, you're probably thinking, are there going to be any superhero movies on this list? There is, and I'm really excited for Doctor Strange. Out of all the films coming out for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, this is my most anticipated. Mainly just because I love Benedict Cumberbatch as an actor, and I think he's perfect for the role. 2, I'm a massive fan of Scott Derrickson. He has done so much for the horror genre, and I appreciate all of his hard work that I just want to see him succeed in what he does with a superhero like Doctor Strange. We're halfway there, you guys, and at number 5, you guys, I have Batman v Superman. While yes, I will admit, I think all the superhero movies that I just recently mentioned will probably be better than this movie. It's Batman and Superman on the big screen together. That alone just fuels my excitement for this movie, and honestly deflates a lot of the fears and nervousness that I have regarding the film. Because I will admit, I have a feeling at the end of the day this is going to be a very problematic movie, but it's Batman v Superman. So that alone is just fueled my excitement to see this movie. And even if you're nervous about this movie, we all know we're going to go see it no matter what. Coming in at my number 4 spot, you guys, I have Passengers, which comes from the director of The Imitation Game. One of my favorite films of 2014, you guys. And the movie stars, wait for it, Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence. It's a sci-fi adventure film, which is super exciting, and they have sex. Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence have sex in space, I'm assuming. And it's a sci-fi movie from the Imitation Game director. I don't need to know anymore. I'm sold. We're almost done, you guys, and at number 3, I have Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. Now, before The Force Awakens even came out, and I looked at all the Star Wars movies that they had slated. Honestly, out of all of them, my most anticipated was easily a Rogue One. Mainly just because, one, I love the cast for this film, and two, I think this is going to be such an interesting and different Star Wars movies compared to all of them, because they have the chance to break out and show us the Star Wars universe like we've never seen before. And the fact that this is kind of a prequel to A New Hope, and how it's like a heist movie of all things, just sounds really, really interesting. And I think there's a lot of elements that can make one awesome, awesome Star Wars spinoff. And my second most anticipated movie of 2016 is A Monster Calls. Let me tell you guys, I am a massive fanboy of Patrick Ness. I love all of his novels. And A Monster Calls is such a beautiful, sad, but poignant fantasy novel that I am so excited to come to life, from the director of The Orphanage and The Impossible, two movies that I absolutely loved, and it has a stacked cast of Sigourney Weaver, Felicity Jones, Liam Neeson, and I think the story is just so powerful. I cannot wait to see it come to life, and I have a feeling that this might be a sleeper hit for 2016. And my most anticipated movie of 2016 is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Oh my god, Harry Potter is literally my favorite film franchise, and the fact that J.K. Rowling has invited me and you to return to the Wizarding World has me so excited to see this movie. And there are so many elements as to why this movie could totally be successful. One, it has Eddie Redmayne, who's a fantastic actor. Two, J.K. Rowling is writing the screenplay. She's writing it. Now, yes, this is her, debut as a writer for screenplay, but I have faith in her. Three, well, yes, it's based off of a textbook in Harry Potter, but the textbook doesn't actually have an actual story. So basically, everyone, even if you're the biggest Harry Potter fan, is going into this movie somewhat blind, not knowing what to expect. And that's really, really freaking exciting. And I'm excited to see what J.K. Rowling's vision of America is in the 20s, and how she views America. It's just, in the Wizarding World, just everything. All the elements can make one freaking exciting movie, guys. And like I said, I'm just really thrilled to head back to the Wizarding World. Yes. So that is why Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them is my most anticipated movie of 2016. So there you have, you guys. Those were my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2016. Let me know in the comment section below, what did you think of my list? And what movies are you looking forward to in 2016? And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slash Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been slashed.